Hello, this is a message for someone who finds themselves lost in life and you find yourself hurting and you're not sure what's wrong or how to make it better. You feel like you have a lot of the things you wanted to have. It's like I'm seeing a list and you take the things, but you feel awful and you're very confused as to why. And you're starting to feel like guilty and be hard on yourself because you also think that you should be happy right now. So maybe you achieve some things that you feel like you almost have to perform happiness so as to be successful in it or something. It's like, yeah, I did it, but the full picture of succeeding at this is also being happy and showing that happiness and people giving me feedback on how happy I seem. So if I can't be happy in this situation, I am failing at this situation. That's what I'm getting, okay? And here's the thing that I'm also getting is the reason you find yourself in this conundrum, if this message is for you, is because you got hurt. Something happened a time ago, maybe a few years ago. Something really difficult happened. You got really hurt. Maybe someone betrayed you. Something was bad and it hurt bad and you didn't deal with the wound at all. You try to just pass the page. You pass the page so freaking quick that it's as if the wound never happened. That's what you thought. You thought, well, this is the way I act, as if the wound never happened. And you know, this is a very human thing. When I think about it, I think I've probably done that. But what I'm getting here is that then you started putting all this effort into achieving some sort of goal, reality. So maybe a series of goals that would make up to a sense of a new reality that you thought would bring you happiness and make you feel like that wound was never a thing. And you got all the things and now you're hurting and you're like not able to get with the program of the happiness this should bring you, and you're being really hard on yourself. And the problem here is that wound is still hurting and it's not healed. Now you've put so much shit on top of it that you maybe can't find the wound. It's like hidden under all the new realities that you've built on top of it. And still though, the infection is there, the wound is there, the pain is there. Anytime you settle for a minute, anytime you take a break for a minute, you probably feel this pain. I'm getting you've been escaping it through putting extreme amounts of effort into moving forward, which is not something I think anyone could knock. Like, what's, that seems really good that you would try to do that. But like, you haven't tended to yourself, okay? And what I'm seeing is someone who gets shot in the leg in one of those Civil War type scenarios of the United States. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, I'm seeing someone get shot in the leg. They're like, I'm fine. And they wrap it up badly. And then they continue worrying about being a warrior and a soldier and worrying about, okay, I don't know. I'm trying my best to explain what I'm saying. And so they win a battle and they win another battle and their leg is becoming worse and worse and they're just sort of dragging it, and one day they collapse. And they have won this incredible battle. Maybe they are close to winning the war, but now they can't walk and they're dragging the leg and they're trying to celebrate. But how can you celebrate when your leg is all black and you're dragging it and you can't walk? And so finally they're like, I think there's something wrong with my leg. Okay, so I'm sorry to laugh. It's just kind of a weird example that I'm getting. It's not a funny situation per se. So you're hurting. Now the difference is that you won't acknowledge your leg. If it was a physical thing, you would have to. You would have to be like, shit, look at my leg. It's all black and I can't walk. But it's not physical. It's your soul. So you're not acknowledging this and you're just sort of pushing and dragging yourself forward the best you can, which is not working to heal this. And here's the thing. Sooner or later, you will need to address this or it will sort of be the end of you. And I don't mean that in a super ominous way. It sounded kind of it, but that's how it came out. That's what's coming out. Basically, this is kind of a make it or break it moment in your mental health and happiness. in your forward movement in life in general. You have to address this. This is not something you can skip over. This is the only way to get over this, is to get through it. You're going to have to address this wound. So how do you address this wound? First of all, you have to give yourself the time and space to feel your feelings. Now, these feelings might be gnarlier than you thought or that they ever were because of the neglect of the wound. So you might need to take a few days for yourself, and it might get unpleasant. Like, you might have to feel your feelings and get angry and cry and all this shit you've probably been trying to avoid. And actually, like, you need to talk about it too, is what I'm getting. Like, if this message is for you, you actually need to talk about it. So you need to seek out a therapist, or, I mean, I would say friend or family, but I kind of don't recommend that, because I don't think you want your current life to be entangled in this. You just want to heal it and move forward. So maybe talk to someone that you don't know, but it's a professional who can help you and be there for you in a way that helps you heal without it being dragged into your current life or making it more complicated than it needs to be, okay? But you do need to talk it through with someone, it seems, and you do need to, like, go through your feelings and heal these things to move forward. And once you do that, then you'll start feeling good about all these new things you've been achieving and all these new things you've built. You'll be able to start feeling better about it once you've healed that wound. And then also you might start getting new ideas as to how to heal your path in general, and not just be in achievement mode out of a reaction to the wound, but just more deliberate, like do things because you want to, or they would make you happy, or it's your natural path, rather than just as a knee-jerk response to this wound, which is what you've been doing, whether you realize it or not. Probably as you do your healing, you will realize, oh, maybe the reason I'm not so fulfilled in this achievement is because they're not coming from my heart. Like, I didn't want to achieve this. I just wanted to do this to get over that. And then it didn't work. And so there's a sense of disappointment because you were expecting this to be the antidote to the pain. So I hope that was helpful.